to the Tuesday Live. I'm so thrilled to be here with you today, guys. So let's get everything organized. So if you are in the Facebook group, I just want to make sure that you are plugged in to the chat restream, because that means that when you do that, I can see who's commenting. So if you're commenting and you plug in https://chat.restream.io/FB, it just means that I can see your comment, like I can see the name. So when you're commenting, I can see who it is. All right, so let's dive into today's topic. I am so excited about this topic. I can see someone there. How to use your spiritual gifts in your business and your career role. And this is one of the most important topics that I will ever speak about, and one of the most important things that we all need to embody or activate or install in ourselves, so that we can make some really powerful shifts, in our work, in our business, and in our career, and do that from a place of deep inner knowing, as opposed to a place of maybe fear or sort of only sort of mental based decisions. Okay, so I'm going to jump in the Facebook group. If you can see me, say hello. If you're in the Facebook group, just kind of comment, I'm here. So I know that you're here. And let me just see here if there's any comments. If you're not in the Facebook group, that's also fine. And we're just going to dive in. So why am I so passionate about talking about this? If we haven't met yet, I'm Jenny Lyon Rainbow Anderson. I am a healer. I'm also a business coach. I help visionaries. I help business owners to, I can see someone now. I help visionaries and hi. Okay, so that's just Facebook user now. I can't see you guys. I'm just looking. Okay. Yeah, I'm just seeing that is a Facebook user, but it doesn't say the name because we want to put into the chat restream.io/Facebook. Anyway, let's dive back. So I probably started using my own spiritual gifts when I was about 15. So anytime before that, I suppose I didn't know I was an empath, but I could just read the room. I knew exactly what was going on. I could read people. I could feel their energy. I could sort of feel what they're or guess what they're thinking and things like that. So I always had these spiritual gifts where I could just tune in, psychically tap in to people. And I think this is, quite common with children, actually. Most children have these abilities, and then they grow up and go through the educational system, and they sort of lose touch, right? They lose this innate gift that they have, which is really sad, because we're all meant to have it. We're really meant to, I'm just going to hide that one. We're really meant to, to use this, right? So why don't you comment below and let me know if you feel like you've had spiritual gifts and they were sort of, maybe turned off or kind of, dampened down by maybe parents, society, etc. And let me know if that's happened to you, because it may have happened to you, and you might feel like you are actually here to trust, to trust them again and to really use them. And maybe you are using them already, but you want to, advance even further. So that was me. I've had a lot of spiritual experiences, if you like, and a lot of experiences where I have used my spiritual gifts to my advantage so that I could get a greater outcome. And I'm going to give you some examples today. So I've used my spiritual gifts where my life was in danger twice. And I had a very intuitive nudge this was once when I was driving. This was in the middle of the night. I was about 18. I had this huge vision of a moose. So I'm Swedish. I lived in Sweden up till age 23. And I could see this moose, and I could see that if I was driving any faster than I did, if I didn't slow down, I'll have a crash, which means that you will, probably won't survive it. And so I slowed right down. And I just slowed right down. And then after about a few minutes, this huge, majestic moose, walked up to the next, like to the roadside. And I kind of slowed right down. I just stopped the car. And I just started crying because I was like, oh my God, my premonition came true, sort of thing. When it comes, so that's just this. I've had a few other ones, but I'm not going to go into every single event, today. And I'm sure you've had premonitions perhaps as well. So when it comes to your business and your life, so I talk about this all the time. If you have a business or if you're working in a career or in a place, if you have your own business, it's almost like you have more leeway, don't you? You can just decide what you're doing. You can get some downloads and some intuitive nudges or programs and things like that you want to create and have this real pull. And you're like, yeah, I want to create this. And you can kind of just go off and do it. Or technically you can. But if you're working in an environment, if you're in a corporate job, or if you're working together with other people where you need kind of more permissions and things like that, it's not as easy to just go off and create whatever you want. You have to kind of maybe probably ask for permission somewhere or so. But I'm going to give you today I will talk to you about how you can actually use your spiritual gifts, even whether you are in a business owner or if you're working in a corporate environment, because you can use them in different ways in different places. And I'm going to take you through the process today. So, and we're going to do one little practice as well. So I'm going to take you through a practice as well, which I think you can just enjoy and use going forward too. So let's talk about entrepreneurs first. So when you are an entrepreneur and you're creating your your programs, your offers, you're creating, you've aligned with your purpose and your vision, you know who you want to serve, or you might want to learn more about that. You can do that in my Connect the Soul Club. But you're creating together with your vision and your dreams. That is such a beautiful place to be in, because you can take these intuitive nudges, and sometimes I see the programs, like I can see the colors, I can see the people in it, I can see where I'm going to be talking about it, right? I can see the things that I'm meant to be doing. So I'm like, right, I can see this. So yeah, let's do it, shall we? So if you have those visions and then those inklings and those invitations almost, isn't it? Then I really recommend that you take action on them, especially if it's returning. Some of my clients that are spiritual entrepreneurs and visionary entrepreneurs, they get a lot of intuitive nudges, which means that they're not meant to follow each one. Because if you did follow each and every one and try to implement each and every one, they're probably not all meant for you, because some of them are just downloads. So this is the important piece, to be able to weed out. I mean, I help my clients with this, but weed out which is the one you're meant to be taking action on. Okay. When it comes to you working in a company and you're getting ideas about, this, that they might be working on a project, or you might be taking care of a specific department, or you might be doing something. If you have these real intuitive nudges and you feel guided in a way, take it to your team leader or to your management. Take it to your, the department, like executive or whatever, wherever you need to take it. If you are the CEO and the manager, well, then I would suggest that you find a way of implementing it, or check with your team to see if they feel excited about this new idea, how to do something. Because we're always inventing, we're always meant to inspire each other, and we're always meant to move forward within business as well as entrepreneurship. So I really recommend, if you work with or for someone, bring all your really powerful ideas, not just like every single one, because they might not be so valid, but bring all those valid ideas to your team leader or to the department where you need to take it. Or if you are a team leader yourself, bring it to your team and say, what do you think of this guys? Had this great idea. And this is how you're really meant to do business. You're meant to do business this way, and really sort of come out of your head and then really step into your into your creativity and into intuition and the spiritual gifts. So what are the spiritual gifts? So you might be thinking, well, what are they, Jenny? So they're all the clairs. So you can be clairaudient, meaning that you can hear words, like you hear things, you hear words. And this is not like you're hearing things as in like, oh my God, am I going mad? This is more like, okay, I can hear these words. These make sense to me. That's clairaudience. And then you get clairvoyance, where you can see. So somebody who's clairvoyant can actually see a whole scenario, and they see who's there, the people, when, where it is, all those things. So you can actually see these things. Clairsentient, you just have a feeling. And we're going to work with the clairsentience today, because we're going to do a little process where you can tap into more of the clairsentience. So clairsentient is like you're feeling it with your whole body. And the idea is to kind of have an expansive yes. That could either be an expansive yes in your belly, or it could be like a tingling sort of over the body where it gets all like goosebumps. That's a really good sign. It could be like you're gurgling, like I process a lot through my body. So the people that work with me in one-on-one or my groups, or where I do healing and mentoring, I burp a lot. So like I channel this energy, and it's like, yeah, just moving. It sounds a bit weird, right? But it's what happens. So anything that feels something, whether it's a tingling, whether it's a sensation, whether it's an expansion, whether it is like almost like a chill, something like that, that's all clairsentient. You can feel it basically. So I am all three. I can hear, see, feel at the same time, all the time, because I have developed these gifts, over years, and they are super clear. These skills are really super clear for me, which means that I can tap into the quantum field, which means that when I work, and this is what you want to do, right? So when I work with my clients, I can actually see everything in the quantum field. I feel it, I see it, I hear it. And then I talk to my clients about it, and then they can feel it, hear it, and see it. It's like I'm activating their fields, their quantum fields, or their future self, or whatever you want to call it, that they have, or something that's already been written in the high dimensions, or in the timeline. It's already been written. We're just not there in linear time yet. So this is the magic of working with and this would be you as well, right? So if you are working in this way, where you're tapping into the quantum in everything that you do, it's an advantage, right? Because you're not just working with what you see in front of you, you're working with the whole energetic field. And this is why when people work with me one-on-one or in my group, they have quantum leaps, because we tap into the quantum, like we can do this. All right. So it's important to develop these skills, not just for yourself, but to really like accelerate in this way, so that you can get better results, because really we get better results by having them all, right? So that's the idea. Now, I'm just going to see if there was any, there wasn't any messages in there. So how do we do this? Because you might be saying, okay, well, it's easy for you, Jenny, to say that you have these, and I feel like I have them, but I don't trust them. I don't know, what am I meant to be following? Or what if somebody says something, and what if, I'm being sort of shot down in my ways of like, suggesting new things, etc. These are all the fears of the ego. So really the strategy with this is to do one. Start doing it. Take action on those intuitive nudges. Test the waters, and then do it again. 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 And the more you do it, the more you become sure. You become confident in this. Okay. So now we're going to do a little so who's ready for a clairsentient exercise? Why don't you tell me in the chat box? Are you ready for a clairsentient exercise, guys? And if you haven't joined, actually, before we start here, if you are on LinkedIn at the moment and you're checking this out, join our Facebook group, because this is where we also do other things, not just the lives. We do events and masterclasses and other things in there as well. So I'm just going to put that underneath there. You can join the Visionary New Earth, the Visionary Leaders Success Society with Jen Lyon. Okay. Somebody is saying hello. I was going to look. Hi. So they're all Facebook users. Yeah, you've got to check on Restream. You've got to type in Restream in order for you to. This is it. https://chat.restream.io/Facebook. That means I can see your name, and it's not dodgy. It's fine. You'll be fine. Nothing wrong. No one's tracking you. Okay, so let's just go back to that, what I was saying there. Yes, so we're going to do a little test. So what happens is, when we are not trusting the clairaudience, clairsentient, all the clairs, is because you're in your head. It's because you're in your head and you're not connected to your heart fully. You're in your head, you're not grounded, you're feeling like, you're like, it's like your head is full. It feels like it's fussy. It doesn't feel like you feel it. It's like, it's just not clear, basically. And the lack of clarity is a few things. A, being in your head. A, not having maybe enough hydration. One other thing is to your nutrition, your food. If it's, I'm not saying the food is toxic, but if you have processed food, and if you have food that is not clean, that means your vessel is not clean, which means it clogs the channel, literally. That's why I'm so big on health and like really get my people into nutrition and get their supplements and do all exercise and clearing and those things, because when you do that, you become such a clear channel that everything seems to be much easier to hear and feel and see, right? So those things help. There's lots of other things that help as well, but these are just a few things. So we're going to do it now. So close your eyes. I'd like you to close your eyes. And I would like you to drop into your heart. So drop into your heart. And close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Then what I would like you to do is to pull the energy even further down into your root chakra and into your sacral chakra. And if you not know what that is, it's at the bottom of your spine and below your navel. So just kind of pull your energy down into there with intention. So your intention, you just pull your energy down there. So now it's like you're connected to the body. You come out of your head. Okay, and if you can feel the head still going, just really focus on the heart and the breathing for a moment. Breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. So in and out through the nose creates a rest and digest action, or a rest and digest activation in your body. So just in and out through the nose. And then what I would like you to do is so basically we're going to test a yes and a no here. This is kind of muscle testing with the body. So you're going to say, my name is, and if your name is Anna or Claire or whatever it is, you say, my name is, and then you say your name, and then check in, is that true? Then check in with the heart and your body. So like basically you're from your heart down to here. How does that feel? So if I say, my name is Jenny, it feels like my heart opens. It's like, feels expansive. It feels like it's expanding. My name is Jenny. It feels expansive. My heart goes big. Yeah, my energy. So you need to check this with you. And it might be that if you say, my name is Anna and your name is Anna, you might feel like it is your lower belly, or like a root that expands. So some people feel the sacral, some feel the heart. So it's like you've got to feel it in your body, literally, but not your head. Not your head. Come out of your head. And then you take another name and you basically say, so let's just say just a name. You can say even a male name. If you're a female, you can say a male name, like my name is Andrew or something. Yeah. Hope there wasn't any Andrews there. My name is Andrew. Keep your eyes closed. My name is Andrew. Like my heart just goes me, like that. And my root isn't this small because it's not true. My name is not Andrew. But when I say my name is Jenny, my heart goes like this. Yeah? My lipstick is a bit funny. So check it. My name is Andrew. And where does it go small? Where does it go small? Does it go small in your root? Does it go small in your lower belly or in your heart? Sometimes I don't check it like this anymore. I just feel it in one instant like this. And it's probably my heart, my lower belly, and all of me just saying yes or no, because I do it all the time. But if you're not used to it, you might just want to take a moment to really check in so that you get it right. This is like body muscle testing, literally. So going forward with this technique now, if you're getting now an idea and a spiritual download, if you like, whether that is clairaudient, clairsentient, or clairvoyant, you're meant to take action on it. You're like, oh, I really meant it. It feels like I should do this. Then do this technique. And then if you get a yes, as in like, shall I do this presentation to this XYZ people? And if it's like, bang, yes, come out of your head, then you're meant to do it. If you get a no, then you can carry on asking. You can say, shall I never ever do it? Then you might get a no. Shall I do it in 3 months? Yes. Should I do it in 2 months? No. Right? So you can then keep asking yes and no questions on the same topic and then take action accordingly. Okay? So this was just a little tiny way of how you can start using your spiritual gifts in your business and in your career role. Okay. So for those who, I am so excited as well. I've just opened up 2 spaces to it's a new program. I call it Quantum Life Mentoring. And this is for those who are not entrepreneurs, or you might be an entrepreneur, or you want some quantum life change, and quantum business mentoring. So I open up the spaces for 2 spaces. And if you would like to join me and apply, I would love for you to do that. And that you do with the alignment call that you can book. So it's https://connectjenny.me/alignment call. It should be under the banner here, and it also should be in the comment box as well, or in the text below, above the video. So the things, like, I'm not going to go into all the things that we're going to be working on, because this is really about you expanding in your life, expanding in your business, expanding in your experience here on earth. You know, this is not just, how to make 10K in 1 month, or to just heal your anxiety. It's like, it is a quantum transformation with this work that I do, because what I said to you earlier, it's like we're tapping into the quantum field of your unique blueprint, which is very unique to you and unique to someone else for them, right? And you're really meant to, to change this world in your own unique way, using your spiritual gifts, completely, leaning into that. Without a shadow of a doubt. All right, so 2 spaces available. Send me, book your alignment call, and we can get all your dates and everything set up for 2024, which will be absolutely epic, because maybe you have some big plans for 2024 in your life and business. All right, see you soon, everyone. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer those. And I wish you an awesome Tuesday.